Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be bringing you this first project for the July kit for AmiraInOz Scrap and Craft. This is the Subzero paper collection by Simple Stories that was included in the July kit, and this is what inspired me to do my major project this month. I was so excited by all the cute little critters and the theme of wintertime, which it is right now in Australia. So as I was making my project, I was totally feeling this theme. I loved the little snowmen, and I loved that ski lodge feeling. I loved these plaques. These are, I just had huge memories of when we used to visit Great Wolf Lodge in Ontario, back when we lived in Toronto. And so all these ski lodges have a whole lot of plaques and signs, and it just reminded me of the beautiful times we spent there. So I definitely had a great time making this project, and so what I decided to do was make a ski lodge gatefold card, and this is it over here. So because it's a super big card, I had to make a belly band to hold it together. So the belly band is just some cardstock wrapped around it, and it comes off just easily like that. And then it reveals my gatefold card. Now this is a double gatefold card, and I got the idea from Colette Mitrega, who is one of the Kaiser Craft design team girls. Love Colette. I had to redesign her project just a little bit because the main element of this card were these 4x4s, and so I had to make sure that the 4x4s fit into the panels on the inside, so I had to redesign dimensions. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link to her original video, which I watched and adapted this card from. So you start off like this. So at the very beginning, you've got it's baby is cold outside. I've got two snowmen, which I fussy cut from the 4x6 element cards, and the sled from the from this cute little Feelin' Frosty. I ended up fussy cutting every single element from here. I just really enjoyed it. On the right hand side here, this is the lodge that everybody has gone to for their winter break. I fussy cut the little windows out and put little snowmen behind there. So cute. Vintage Sled Company, making winter memories. Hot cocoa 5 cents. So if you were anywhere in the area and you saw the hot cocoa sign, you would just go to the lodge to have some hot cocoa for 5 cents. I used some of the shaker elements from the Neat and Tangled kit, also from the kit. I put the icicles and a few of the sequins. Flip over to this stage. I put the two 4x6 vertical cards on each of the side here. Here are the 4x4 elements that I was talking about. So escape to the mountains, hit the slopes. I fussy cut all these little tools here. So you've got the hockey skates, the hockey puck and hockey stick, the sled, and the skis, and I've done it the same here. I've done the little snowmen at the bottom with their tools, and at the very top here I've got first snow, hot cocoa, and fuzzy socks, lift pass, hit the slopes, and triple diamond expert only. And then you flip it out one more time, and I'm going to zoom out so that you can see it. And this is the entire card here. So you've got Mr. Bear here. He is the expert triple diamond snow guy. You've got Escape to the Mountains here. The beautiful little snowman and his beautiful friend here, the moose. They're all excited because they're going to the lodge this weekend. And I've got this section here, which is my favorite section, which is the ski slope. So they all went up onto the ski lift, and they all got off at the loading zone. Some of them went to the beginner and the intermediate on the side here, and some of them went off into the triple diamond expert only side. So they all skied their way down. And I've just ended up cutting all these little elements at the very top, and then I cut all the little snowmen here along the very bottom. And then I'm just going to close it up again, and I'm going to flip it over. This is the back, so this is the ski lodge. The lodge is open. We've got all the plaques at the top and the plaques at the bottom, and then you open again one time, and this is the 4x4 cards coming into play again. Flurries of fun. It's flannel season, all surrounded by those plaques and little symbols. And then we open up to the front cover. I felt like this paper collection was the perfect paper collection to do a project like this for. You know how sometimes you get some really fun paper collections? Like this is a whole winter theme, and the theme is all around a lodge. Sometimes you have some amazing ones that are all around camping or all around the beach, and you've just got so many different elements. Well, why not make a beautiful gatefold card so that you could just make a beautiful mantelpiece? So this could be a card that you send to someone that's going to sit on their mantelpiece, and you know, every time it's winter they bring it out and they decorate their home with. Definitely think about the paper collections that you have been hoarding, or even when you come across a paper collection, you're like, that's cute, but what am I going to make? Well, why don't you make a decor piece that you can put out either in your home or gift to someone, and they're gonna love it just as much as you loved making it. So for July, my challenge for our Facebook members is to make a gatefold card, and I do have a tutorial coming up. Make a gatefold card and choose one of your collections. I know you have a lot hoarded. You all talk about how much paper you have and how you need to get rid of it. Well, this is a project that I want you to go looking for some collections that are so cute that you bought a while ago that you don't know what to do with, but you just had to have. Pull it out and make this gatefold card for this challenge. We've got 2 challenges going on in the group for July. We've got Tina's tags and this gatefold card challenge. So if you would like to join our Facebook group, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link below. You are so welcome to join. We try to have a challenge every month to get you guys using your stash and bringing you some different things to keep you interested in crafting. So if you're interested in seeing how I made this gatefold card, why don't you stay tuned, because the instructions are coming up next. Okay, so I'm starting off with craft cardstock. I get my craft cardstock at Spotlight. This is the Frangival brand, and so it usually comes 25 in a pack, and so we're going to need 2 of these. And I'm going to get you to cut 6.5 by 12. So we're going to need 2 of these. The next thing I need is 6.5 by 6. And you're going to need one that's a 6.5 by 4. Next we need to score. So grab your 2 that are 6.5 by 6. Just make sure you have your 6-inch at the very top here, and you're going to come in and score at 2 inches. Here's the second one, 6-inch at the top. Come in and score at 2 inches. That's that one done. This one doesn't need scoring, so they're done. Next is this one. So what I need you to do is we are going to score at 2, 4, flip it over, 2, and 4. So 2, 2, 4, 2, 2. That's your 2 panels. Let's go again. Second one, do the same thing. 2 and 4. Flip it over. 2 and 4. These should be identical. Looking good. Next thing I want you to do is flip it over to the 6.5 inch side. I want you to score at 1 1/4 all the way down. Flip it over, 1 1/4 all the way down. Same with this one. Now we just need to do one little slit from this score mark to this score mark. So along the 6 inch line, we are going to cut from this score to this score over here. So the last line, the last line. You're following your score mark. I'm grabbing my steel ruler. I'm using my beautiful Santoro cutting board and craft knife. This thing is amazing. Such good quality. Plus it looks very cute. Plus it's really good self-healing. I've cut on this before. You can't see where I've cut on it. And yes, I do cut on her face. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go this way. I'm just going to place it here. I'm going to start at this line and end on this line, and just do a few light ones. And repeat for this one too. So when you're done, you should have two that look like this. We're now at this stage. These have been cut. You need to bring in your two 6 by 6.5. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick that down on this side and stick that one down on this side. So you can go ahead and do that however you like. I'm going to use my combination of both double-sided tape and Aleene's tacky glue. Alrighty, so you've got these two here. Now, as you can imagine, this one is going to be your centerpiece here, but it's sometimes a lot harder to work with one large piece, so I'm going to choose to do that later. So let's go ahead and fold this now. So the first thing I want you to do, we're going to work on these outside edges first. So starting at this large flap, skip that first fold mark and go to the second one. For the second one, I want you to make a mountain. Alrighty? Same here, skip that first fold line and make a mountain. It's going to go down into a valley, and the next thing I want you to do is make a mountain on this one. And just bring this, fold this one down so it's a valley. Fold this one down so it's a valley. Alrighty, so you've got valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Now the next thing is this one here. You're going to turn this big one into a mountain, which means that this one here is a valley. And just like that, your card comes together. Alright, let's go ahead and start folding this card. You have two sections here, your outside edges and your inner edge. Let's start with this inner edge. So you've got this edge here. I want you to turn that into a mountain. And then this one here, this next score line, fold it into a valley. So on the inside you've got mountain, and here you've got a valley. We're going to actually reverse it for the outside edges. So where there's a valley, I want you to turn it into a mountain. Alrighty? And where there is a mountain, I want you to turn the outside edges into a valley. So there and there. And you will be able to fold it up on top of itself. So let's go ahead and pull this one down first. Make sure it lines up and you burnish really well. These are just folded, but they're not burnished, so they're going to be a little bit flopsy. So you're just going to help it get into place, and then we'll do a really good burnish. You should have 2 mountains sticking up here and 1 little mountain here at this stage. So let's go ahead and make sure that everything folds down neatly. And then this should be able to fold on top. So it looks like this. You've got 2 mountains, 1 little mountain, and 1 big mountain. So that you have got 2 of these. So the next thing we need to do is just go ahead and add this final panel in the middle to make the center. This is our card. So these meet together in the middle. This comes down. This comes down. And then this closes here. And this closes here. And this is the base of our card. And now it's time for the fun part, which is the decorating.